Whoa, so in today's video, we're going to talk about a recent article that was in the Financial Post, talking about an interesting trend in the market where we're seeing parents and grandparents gifting their kids and grandkids money to help them buy their first home. It's referred to as the Great Wealth Transfer, where we're set to see a stunning $1 trillion in wealth pass from baby boomers to their heirs in the next few years. And what's happening is some older Canadians who are simply getting a head start on this and moving their money to their kids before they pass away. With the all-time high prices of houses right now, many first-time buyers have been forced out of the market. They may be able to afford the mortgage, but the problem is they have been unable to save the down payment. To give you an example of what amount of money would be needed to buy a house, in Halifax, the average house is somewhere around $600,000. At a 5% minimum down payment, you would need at least $30,000 plus a few more thousand for your closing costs to be able to buy a house. That does put it out of range for a lot of first-time buyers. Interestingly enough, a report from CIBC in June of this year said the share of first-time buyers who are receiving financial help from their parents or grandparents has climbed to about 31% of all first-time buyer purchases. This is up from 20% in 2015, so that's a significant increase. The average gift now stands at around $115,000. Now keep in mind that this is a national survey all across Canada, and certainly in some places, Toronto, Vancouver, Montreal, etc. The housing prices are much higher, so the down payment needed would be larger. The other thing is that in many cases, these parents are paying higher taxes because of their level of wealth. So simply transferring some of the money to their kids can be a smart financial move, as it may help them save some taxes, especially if they plan to have those kids inherit the money upon their passing anyways. Again, they're just giving it to them sooner. Canada also doesn't have a gift tax, so there isn't an income tax implication for parents or grandparents passing the wealth on down to their kids and grandkids. So if you're a parent or a grandparent, why should you consider gifting some money to your kids to help them out? Well, it's simple, really. If your kids are able to buy a house now, as opposed to 5 or 10 years in the future when they were able to save up the down payment, or perhaps when they actually did inherit the money to buy the house, they're going to get a start sooner. They're going to be able to stop paying rent, start paying a mortgage, and start accumulating assets and wealth a lot sooner, giving them a much more prosperous future and basically helping them for their ultimate retirement at some point in the future. So if you're planning on leaving all your assets to your kids, and some of them are looking now to buy a house, and you can do so without compromising your retirement, you might want to consider helping your kids out to help them get in a house sooner and help them put them on their way to prosperity. So if you have any questions about how to do this, feel free to give me a shout. It's Roy Thomas at Sutton Group Professional Realty and HalifaxSeniorLiving.ca. You can reach me at 902-497-3031 or go visit my website at www.halifaxseniorliving.ca. Thanks very much for watching. Have a great day.